Welcome back, guys. We are going to be continuing talking about Raising Kanan. So again, I know I'm a little late to the party. Been having a lot of other things going on. I haven't had the time to actually dig into each episode. So first off, I want to apologize about that. But let's go ahead and talk about first thoughts. So I just recently watched episode 3. So I want to go ahead and talk about everything while it's fresh in my mind. I want to say there's so much going on right now within this season that I actually don't know where to begin. So I want to say first off, let's just start with Kanan. Right now, I can say this with the younger version of Kanan, we are slowly starting to see the Kanan that we saw in Power. Now that he has, and I'm assuming if you guys are caught up by now, that he has now moved out on his own. He's living with Famous. He's not taking Rock's money no more. He found out more stuff. That is what Rock has done through Lou. And at the same time, he's not accepting anything from Rock because of all the things that she's done. He's not even really talking to, of course, Howard at this moment either. So it kind of makes me wonder exactly how far is Kane willing to go at this point, because now that he's running point on selling, not only with their neighbor that's not that far from them and among many others. So now Kanan and Famous are now running the streets earning money, and there could be eyes on them as well, which is what we saw at the last episode of episode 3 going into Ronnie. Now Ronnie getting out, which of course is Unique's brother. Ronnie giving that creep vibes and everything that we've been hearing from, sitting in the dark, not watching TV, very obsessed with trying to get back in the game, but at the same time keeping his mouth shut, not making moves yet. The only move we saw him make as of last is when a nightclub bouncer made a comment about him, and then Ronnie beat the crap out of him. So it makes me exactly wonder what his motives are right now. He's even not liking the moves that Nick is doing. He's already figured out that Nick has now developed a relationship with Rock, and Rock is allowing that to continue. I think a lot of us can say that that relationship is not going to go anywhere. It's doomed for failure, and especially with Rock wanting to get out of the game, and she's not going to be able to, since again she just had Marvin put a mark out on, of course, what happened with the one that tried to go after her in the previous season. And then also Unique getting into bed with the Italians and making moves like that, trying to make further with the connects. So a lot's going on right now. I think what's going to happen is Unique may get a little bit too comfortable, not only with Rock, but of course Ronnie going to pull that over his head, not only with his wife, but also with him business-wise, try to take over the business while Unique is doing the work, or have all the cards to hold at Unique, and at the same time hold that over his head with Rock, not only with his wife, but also with the business. And then I also think that he's going to make some kind of move with Kanan to be able to work with him, because he's seen what Kanan is already doing. Now, at the same time, Howard killing, of course, his partner, we're not exactly sure if that's going to come out. Again, he covered it up very well, but he's also trying to keep it buried. But now the feds are moving in, and they're going after all the crime families. That's going to make things a lot tougher for everyone as well. Marvin, he's still trying to become a good father. He's also trying to be there. And with Juke trying to decide if she should go in the military at this point, or even get back into singing, with her doing a recent singing audition, getting very nervous and throwing up, and figuring out, okay, how can I do this? Am I going to be able to do this? With Marvin behind her, Lou is behind her to a certain degree. He's battling a lot of demons right now. He's going into alcoholism, so he may be battling alcohol addiction, and then now trying to find a new spot that his father knew of someone that now owns a bar, and he's wanting to work with her to possibly get new talent on stage, so that way he can start marketing people and get back into the music game. So kind of an interesting start for the beginning of this season for the first 3 episodes. I think we're going to go very far with certain characters. I think that we're going to be seeing how Juke really got into being how she was in Power. Same thing with Kanan. Seeing how long Rock can apparently go straight, and also before her relationship with Unique is out there in the public. And also to see what else is going to happen with all these characters that we slowly are going to be wondering what's going to happen to them later on. So just kind of just a short, brief description on what I think is going to happen within this season. I think there's going to be a lot more drama. I think there's going to be a lot more family feuds. I think there's going to be a lot more blood and chaos, not only in the streets, but within the family as well, from people being on one side and not the other, and pretty much I think Rock is going to be on her own because now Lou does not really want nothing to do with her. Kanan does not want anything to do with her. The only ones that want anything to do with her right now at this point is Marvin and, of course, Jukebox. Now, there's going to be a time when I think they're going to turn their back on her as well, especially with everything that has occurred. So, what are your thoughts so far? That's just a brief thought process of my thoughts right now of Raising Kanan Season 3. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, still about subscribing. Leave a big like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you as always on the next one.